Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to April's How to Kill a Kit with Style kit share. And I'm sorry, this is going up a little bit late. We're the third today, although, I mean, there are no set rules. We do try and get our kit shares up on the first and our wrap-ups from the previous month on the last day of the month. But sometimes, you know, our kit shares in particular, I think, sometimes just wind up anywhere between the first and the fourth. And I was waffling and faffing. I had several different ideas and ways that I wanted to go this month, and I will be using more for sure than just the How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. You saw my unboxing of the gorgeous Cocoa Vanilla No Limits. I'll definitely be using that. I'll be using that with a few things that I'm going to be adding to it. I think I'm going to keep the Indigo Garden for May. And I am also going to be using some lovely goodies that I got from Scrapbook Your Joy for some guest design fun hops that we will be doing towards the end of this month. So that will be a lot of fun. But I had on my desk, because one of the kits that I really enjoyed March of using, was it 3 or even 4 different collections, a little bit here and there, all throughout the month, depending on the photos and the stories that I had to tell. I really enjoyed that. So I didn't really kill anything, except maybe for the Echo Park Winter. I think I pretty much killed that kit, although you'll see the bits left over come up in Build-A-Page probably later this month. But I enjoyed that, so I decided I was going to continue doing that this month. And one of the collections I used in March was the My Mind's Eye Gingham Foundry, which I love. And it's a fairly neutral color palette, a little bit, great for a lot of my travel photos, some maybe photos that are a little bit more of an autumnal feel. But anyway, at the end of March, all I had left was this. So I had no 12 by 12 paper left. I had quite a few larger scraps, definitely. Larger pieces here that I could use, and then a few smaller ones as well as the sheets. I don't like that side. There you go. As well as the front sheets, which are really a cardstock weight, and which could be fun to cut out into squares or use as a strip if I wanted to get a little bit of all of the collection onto a page. And I thought, well, I'm going to keep that out on my desk. And then as I was tidying a little bit, did I not find another collection pack, a whole other collection pack of the My Mind's Eye Gingham Foundry. So then that sort of clinched it for me. I decided that that is what I was going to use for my How to Kill a Kit with Style for April. And I even have, and I have this little bit that was just on my desk from Vicki Boutin Fernwood. And so I just popped that there because the colors sort of match, and I figured I could use that. And I even have some photos that I think go well with this collection that I want to do. So some travel photos here from St. Peter's in Rome. I think these are perfect for that collection. I have, and this is a photo. Now you see, sometimes for the stories you want to tell, you don't have the photo per se. And this is a photo I got off of Google of Albacete in Spain. And I spent quite a bit of time there in the particularly, I think, 1991 time frame, 91, 92, where we were doing a lot of finishing of our airplanes, our retrofit airplanes for this customer over there as a little bit part of an offset program. So I spent a lot of time. I visited Albacete about once a month for probably upwards of 9 months or so. And I wanted to talk about, I do have some photos, more ceremonial type photos when we delivered airplanes and that kind of thing. But I wanted to talk a little bit about where I was staying, how I felt about this little town and that kind of thing. So I thought I would just get a photo, and I love this shot. I have no idea where this comes from. And I don't, I mean, this is just for my album. So I often go and get some photos off of Google when I need them. This is a lovely photo that will go into my nephew's album of a sunrise he took on a holiday, and I think this was New Year's morning. And then this fun little photo of when Sophie was visiting Chopin's girlfriend. That's Deb's cat and Chopin's girlfriend. So when she visits, so if, now that hasn't happened in a couple of years, because if one of us traveled, the other would take care of the cats. So this was, I think Deb and her dad went, I think it must have been 2019. They went to Nova Scotia for a couple of weeks in the summer, and Sophie came to stay with us, and this was them in the morning. And I wish I had the other photo, because I think I did try to take, but it got all blurry, because this is them in the morning. They're hilarious. They want their food. Sophie more so. Sophie, she's a tiny, tiny little thing, but she's a little greedy little one. And you know, buzzing around for their food. And they each get a little bit of wet food as well as dry food. And so here they are. This is Chopin at his normal place. I set this place over here for little Sophie. And then they're just hilarious, because halfway through, they tend to just go in. One of them wants to get into the wet food of the other. Sometimes it's Chopin that would go over. Most of the time, it's Sophie that comes over. And when Sophie comes over, she rules the roost. So Chopin just gets out of the way, lets her be, and he would go over to her bowl. So that's kind of a fun little story. So here are some photos that I think will go well with this collection. As I said, I have my scraps. And then a reminder of these lovely papers that we have. I love this side. And then we have this lovely sort of blue. You see, this I think would be this would be fun for what? Oh, it is just the one. These papers are so lovely and thick. Now I think this might be nice for one of these photos, and I would bring in probably a little bit of the darker, or would I? I don't know. Let's see. I do know I want that. This side I don't like. I did not use it previously, and I don't think I will now, but I will definitely use this side here. And we have this. Oh, I love this one. You know that I've used this, and I do love this one. And this is another one of my favorites. Absolutely do love that. I think that might be nice here. Ooh, I think I might use something like this here with a darker. Now, what's on the back of this one here? Now, we have two sheets here. Love that one as well. Oh, and then this. This is just absolutely stunning. So, you know what? I think I would use this with this. Oh. Sorry about that, my friends. That was Mr. Amazon arriving. There we go. All right, so where were we? So, yes, I think I'm going to use definitely these two for this photo. Let's put that aside, definitely. I do love that. This photo, I think I might bring in some of this with maybe, ooh, I do like this. Would I use this or this side? That's a little bit dark, I find here, though. So I might go with a lighter. and then just bring in a little bit of the dark. I kind of like that. Now, will that go with that? I don't think, unless maybe I put a little bit of the darker color with that. So that might work. Yeah, I think that might work then, that I could bring this in. We'll see. Anyway, that gives us a little bit of an idea of where we are going with that. So we have a little bit of that planned. Now, I still had quite a bit of the ephemera, so I have these scraps left, and I did have quite a bit of the ephemera left, so we have that here, and so we have quite a bit of that still to use. I haven't used all that much. Some of the enamel dots that are left, some of the chipboard as well, although I have used a fair amount of that, but there's still some of the chipboard left. Let me get this a little bit better into frame, my friends. And some of the stickers. Now, when you get the paper pack, you get 2 sticker sheets. So I got 2 more of those that are untouched. This was in the whole sticker sheet that I had bought when I bought the collection originally. Not used any of the letters yet. You see this sheet is picked over quite a bit. Hardly any of this left. Quite a bit, though, of this as well. So I have still quite a few choices. This is almost finished as well. So you can see this sheet, because both of those sheets are almost done, and then this, which I have not used yet. So we still have quite a bit of fun goodies there. Let me move all of this over here. And then I thought I would bring in some Nicole Jones 911, some of the lovely printables that might help me extend this out in colors that match. So this gorgeous sort of mustardy color. I've got some labels here. I just brought this one over to remind me, this more in the sort of gray or charcoal color that's in this collection. So I just brought these out. I have tons more of these because I can go and get if I need. Brought some of the tags. Oh no, this one, no, that one doesn't work at all. In the blues, that will sort of go well with this collection. The gorgeous golden mustardy yellows. And then if you recall, I had die cut this lovely Close to My Heart star die for, I think, was it day 29 of 30 Days of Sketches that I didn't use, so I still have this available to me. And then I printed out some extra sheets here. These are the hearts. They're in Seasoned Spices, but you can see the gorgeous golden yellows here that will be usable, and the blues. Definitely I can bring those in. These florals number 5 that I took in the gray, which I think could be fun because there is a lot of the sort of charcoal in this collection as well. So I think this can go beautifully, and it matches some of the stickers. Then I did the same thing here with the stars and with the more solid hearts. So again, these lovely golden yellows, the blues in here that will be usable. And then I took the stars in the dark gray as well. So I have a lot of that to help extend my embellies. And then you know that normally for my kits and How to Kill, I don't really bring in the perspectives, flare, or sequins. But I did bring in a little bit this time, and I mean, I can definitely and will definitely go into my stash for more, but I thought I would bring in a little bit. Oh, and I have these lovely Chladni cameras as well. I only have 3 of these left, so I'm going to try and get that used up. Brought in Tranquil Gardens. I just had this out on my desk for a layout that I was working on a little bit before, and I said, ooh, those blues and that beautiful golden color and the butterflies, that will be perfect. And there's a little bit of, I think, even black in here. So this, I think, is perfect for that collection. I got a few flare here. These are mainly to remind me to use some of those extra large. I keep forgetting about them, and they are gorgeous. So I have here a black and white, sort of golden yellow. This is more of a craft color, but I think it matches the background tones, which, because it's a very cream based, and then some of the colors in this paper in particular. And then I just got a few, just a little collection of flare out. I will be able to go into my stash for lots more, of course, but these sort of stood out to me, so I thought I would get them in my little bowl ready to use. And then a few perspectives as well. Same principle, I can go back into my stash, of course, today. And none of the photos I have shown you go with today. So I'll either find some more photos or we'll find a way, because I love this sort of black. I love these word perspectives. I'm definitely going to need more of those. This was from the autumn, and this was one of our exclusives, and it's sort of like we always get an extra little sort of freebie in one. Hello Autumn, that color is perfect. And Best Life might be usable. And then because I had some stars, I really wanted to use, I have these, this is something that the lovely Adam enabled me. He did an unboxing, and then I straight away went over to do a little bit of an ad to my Foxbox for the month of, I think this might have been February. I don't think it was March. I think it was February. It might have been March. I can't recall. But then these are all interlocking, and then you have some smaller solid black stars as well. So there you go, my friends. With the photos I have there, I'm hoping that would give me 4 layouts for sure. And I might have a few more photos, but I hope to get 4 layouts done with this kit. So make sure, of course, as always, you pop on down below to see what everybody else has and what everybody else is using for the month of April for their How to Kill a Kit. Now, I don't have a wrap-up for How to Kill a Kit in March, because in the end, I didn't participate in March. I had all of the intentions, but as you saw, I went, in all sorts of different directions with some of my collections, and I should have taken one of those to make it, and it could easily have been a How to Kill a Kit, but I didn't. So I don't have a wrap-up, but if you pop on down below, you'll see the links, and many of those will have wrap-ups if you haven't seen them from March, as well as their kit shares for April. Thanks so much for being here. Bye for now, my friends.